Hello friends, and welcome to Jocelyn's Twilight Years, how to be a really old model. I am brought to you today with the marvel of technology, which is a GoPro, which is mounted to my dashboard. It's all very exciting indeed, and means that from now on I'm just going to film all my driving all the time. I'm sorry that this update may be a little ragged, because firstly, my last update that I did last month about directing while tied up and being spanked got taken down by YouTube, which made me feel quite negative about YouTube generally, because I do not believe that I contravened any of the community standards. And although of course it's their platform and they can do what they want, it still hurt my feelings and it made me feel like not making a YouTube video. But obviously YouTube banning one of my videos is not your fault, dear viewer, so I do want to do a video. The other reason is that this month the main thing I wanted to do is listen to music, which isn't an activity that is compatible with making videos. My husband bought us a subscription to Apple Music, which allows you to download unlimited amounts of music, which I have been doing, and I have been listening to it, and I have not been creating very much because I've been listening to other people's creations. But I realise that that is how we all live our lives. We want to be entertained by other people's creations, and so I should do my bit by creating a creation for you to hopefully enjoy in between creating stuff of your own. So here I am. And the thing I wanted to talk about today is maybe getting slightly back to the theme that my YouTube channel was meant to originally be about. So while I drive away from home down to Basingstoke to start a 10-day tour, I wanted to talk about how one deals with getting older in this business. And one of the ways I think that is quite good to deal with such a thing is by compensating. So my face keeps getting older, there is no way around it. I get more wrinkles, more things go wrong with my skin and my body and my hair, and there are some things that you can't do anything about. But however, what you can do is improve bits of you that you've never really worked on before. And one area of underdevelopment in my life has been my eyebrows. I've never really understood eyebrows. My own natural ones are really quite annoying, and they don't do a nice conventional arch at all, which means that since I've been modelling, I have been combing them upwards and eyebrow penciling them for every shoot, which has got me through a lot of eyebrow pencils in that time. And also I have a tendency to then rub my eyebrow off either on my arm, because apparently I do this a lot, and so I get the imprint of my eyebrow on my biceps, or on my husband's t-shirt, which is the other place my eyebrow imprint ends up. So earlier this week I was working with another model, and we were talking about beauty treatments, and she mentioned microblading, which she had done on her eyebrows. So without any research, dear viewer, or thought, or really anything, I booked an appointment for myself for the very next day with a local beautician who offers microblading. So let me tell you what microblading is. This is what microblading is. As you can see, something has happened to my eyebrows. Basically, the way it was explained to me is it's a semi-permanent tattoo. So it doesn't go quite as deep as a regular tattoo, so it doesn't last for as long. So you basically get pigment stuck under your skin. And whereas a tattoo, I think, is mostly done with a needle, or maybe always done with a needle, this is done with a tiny little blade. So what they actually do is basically cut lots and lots of very shallow little lines to replicate individual eyebrow hairs, and so they can change the shape of your eyebrow or enhance the thickness of your eyebrow. And so that's what I had done yesterday. Now, as with all these things, it is everything like that is always expensive. This was £250, and that would buy me a lot of eyebrow pencils. So I don't think it's going to be an economy in terms of money, but in terms of time and in terms of my eyebrows not wearing off halfway through a shoot, I think this is going to be amazing. I've been particularly wanting to do something more permanent with my eyebrows because of late I've been doing some harder BDSM shoots, and I've noticed that it wrecks your face, of course. And while I'm okay with my makeup running off my face, it has meant that by the end of a BDSM shoot, my eyebrows often look tragic. And although I'm sure no one else will notice this, I notice it, and it makes me sad. So now I have big, caterpillary, thick eyebrows which have been cut into my face, and it's splendid for anyone who wants to have it done. And it is relatively painful. It starts off not feeling terribly bad, but as they cut more and more lines into your face, it gets more and more painful until in the end my eyes were watering from the pain. So maybe it's not something to have done incredibly casually, but if you don't like your eyebrows, it certainly compensates, in my mind at least, for a lot of extra wrinkles. So I'm very happy with the result of this. I've been looking at myself a lot in the mirror today, and when I say looking at myself, I've been looking at my eyebrows and thinking, goodness me, they look sophisticated. So I don't know if you can see any difference at all. Probably not, and if you can see a difference, you probably think it looks a bit on the crazy side. I really wanted them not to end up looking angry and crazed, because I have seen some results of microblading that have given people a very, very defined inner corner to their eyebrows, which makes you kind of look like you're frowning, like a picture of a witch, or as though you've had fuzzy felt stuck onto your eyebrows. So I'm quite happy with the result. I just wanted to share one of the many small things I do to myself in the course of a year to try to keep myself looking somewhat like a professional model. Yes, so thank you as always for joining me. I will be back next month with probably something rather more substantial, because I've had some bigger ideas. I do want to talk more about BDSM, and although I feel a little annoyed with YouTube for censoring my BDSM content, I think that if I'm not actually doing BDSM, it's probably okay to be talking about BDSM, as long as I don't use very foul language, which I don't, because it makes me feel shy. So thank you for joining me, and I will be back on the 1st of next month with more Jocelyn's Twilight Years. Now I'm going to drive to Basingstoke, and I'm going to eat bananas on the way, because I bought some underripe ones this morning, left them in my car, and now my entire car smells of banana. Bye bye for now. Bye.